Hi guys, this is Dr. Farjana. I hope you guys are doing well. Like always, it's an honor to connect with you all. Today I want to talk about how to deal with those overwhelming days. How to deal with those overwhelming days, right? Number one, it's important to keep things in perspective. It's important to keep things in perspective. One bad day does not equate to a bad life. And sometimes we forget that. Often we tend to amplify negative and overwhelming days, right? By connecting it to past occurrences. Hence, getting in a frazzled state and putting ourselves in a victim mindset, right? Basically, what ends up happening is new overwhelming events connect to our unhealed past trapped energies and amplify, right? So what are some techniques we can use to bring ourselves from up there to here, right? How do we ground ourselves? Number one, I want you to ask yourself, what was different today that contributed to me feeling more overwhelmed than usual? I want you to ask yourself again, what was different today that contributed to me feeling more overwhelmed than usual? I want you to say this mantra, keep things in perspective, keep things in perspective, keep things in perspective. As you do this, just by doing that 3 times, just realigns you, right? It reminds you of how worse things can be, other bigger things that are going on in life. So again, keep things in perspective. The other second mantra I want you to say is, I am an open door that allows overwhelming events to pass. I am an open door that allows overwhelming events to pass. I am an open door that allows my fears, insecurities, and others' unconscious behaviors to pass, right? So I want you to say this mantra because at the end of the day, you want to be the space that allows things to pass. You don't want to absorb, right, everybody's energy. You don't want to absorb the day's energy, the overwhelming energy, so you want to let it pass through you. Otherwise, it becomes trapped energy, right? You're carrying it with you. It sits in your heart. It sits in your body, right? You want to let it pass through you because these are just life occurrences, right? And you're being the space for it to pass through you, right? Obviously, you're going to process it if it lingers, but the goal is to be that open space, right? You're not resisting it. You're not fighting with life, right? Just let life happen, let it happen, right? And then you process it and you take actions accordingly. But an initial step is you allow it to pass through you. That's a state of acceptance, right? All right, guys, I hope this is helpful. Again, when on those overwhelming days, put things into perspective. You need to stop and log what happened that day, right? And ask yourself, what is different today that contributed to me feeling this way, right? More overwhelmed than usual. All right, guys, hope this helps. Take care of yourself.